serene, very serene. The religion in Yemen is Muslim, for the most part. And Friday is the big mosque day where most people would go to the mosques. And it was interesting because they pray 5 times a day in Islam, and hearing the call to prayer at 5 a.m. in the morning was always interesting. Sometimes earlier, actually, and it would go on for maybe 10 minutes. It's interesting because, you know, everyone at the same time is doing the same thing. And sometimes when I was on top of the mountain, there's little villages all around. You can sort of hear village sounds from different villages. And I would hear one imam doing the call to prayer in one village, and I could kind of hear the other one. Maybe he was a little late on it, and he would be a little bit behind, and they would both be doing it at the same time, but sort of at different intervals, and that was kind of cool. In terms of the children, and everything is more difficult there than here. Everything. The electricity will go off, you know, for a few hours every day. Sometimes the water is short. They live very tough lives. Because of that, the children they have a view of the world that is incredibly mature. They were the sweetest children I've ever met. The sweetest people I've ever met, really. But the children, especially the boys, always running around and playing, and they do wear these things called jambiyas, which are daggers, and all the men in Yemen wear these. But even little boys, a lot of them are not real. They're just sort of wooden, or, you know, they don't actually, the knife doesn't come out of the handle. It's just sort of for show. But they do have little baby real daggers, and I guess it's something that is really more prominent in Yemen than a lot of other places. But you can't see a Yemeni man without one. They all wear them. Actually, people in Yemen are the most interesting and eccentrically dressed people I've ever met. They wear sort of skirts, and they have these are the men I'm speaking of, and they wear their daggers, and they also wear blazers, sort of European Western blazers over t-shirts with their daggers, of course, in full view. And it's incredibly interesting. After coming back, I guess I want to use this experience to further my photography, and what we're going to try to do, hopefully, is maybe have a photo exhibit of the photos that I've taken in Yemen, and as sort of an educational experience in general, just because I feel like images speak so much more to people than so many other things. And I think images are so powerful, and I think a lot of people don't know where Yemen is, or what it is, or what it's about, and I think it would be a really great way to sort of interest people in that part of the world. Out of all the things that I learned being there, I had a moment of clarity at one point, in that I realized how much more we are alike than we are different in general, people. I was with another American student, a PhD student, and 2 Yemeni archaeologists. And we were all just talking and drinking coffee and tea. The American student was translating a little bit for me so that I was able to ask questions in English, and he would translate them in Arabic, and the Ahmed and Salah, the 2 archaeologists, would answer, and we would all just sort of have a conversation that way. I just remember thinking at one point during the conversation, these people are thinking the same things as me, and they have the same opinions as me, and they see the world in so much the same way. And I would never know this if I wasn't sitting here talking to them. And that was a huge moment, and a very important moment for me. And I wish that more people, I hope that more people will have those moments in their lives.
بس تمام بس تمام
يلا خليها خليها
وكر يا عمي
وديتها اليوم